Hey, what's going on, fam? It's Dr. Tartt. I want to talk to you a little bit about conflict resolution in relationships because it's something that will straight up kill your relationship if you don't know how to master it. Can the church say amen? Regardless of where you're coming from, no one wants to have conflict in their relationships. However, how many of you will be surprised that the worst thing that you can do is actually be a conflict avoider when it comes to your relationship? So in relationships, there's typically three types of relationships when it comes to conflict. So the first type is a pursuer and a pursuer. All right. So you want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. All right. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's bad. All right. Second type of relationship, pursuer and avoider. There's one of you that wants to talk about it. Other one wants to drop it or talk about it much later. All right. Third type of couple, avoider and avoider. By far, family, the avoider dynamic is the most difficult couple to actually work with, and it's the one that's going to have the most amount of marital problems. Why? Because they can't talk about their issues, and they only get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So every therapist will tell you that we can do the work with a lot of couples, except when you come in way, way, way too late and you have all these compound problems. So it started with working too much. Then it led to disconnect, feeling emotionally disconnected. Then it led to an intimacy drop. Then it led to resentment. Then it led to infidelity. And then it led to more distance. All these things just stacked on top because we avoided conflict. The best thing to do, because I'm getting ready to tell you how to actually bring up conflict, the best thing to do is actually talk about conflict in a relationship. So let me start with the men, and then I'm going to start talking to, the women. So men, in relationships, just as soon as you feel it, tell your wife, tell your spouse how you feeling. Why? Because the research says that when we hold on to stuff, and I know I'm guilty of this, and we let it kind of stack up, by the time we say something, it's too rough, right? It's, you say something like, look, 5 weeks, I let you talk all your smack, right? I'm sick of it, right? Or for three hours, I ain't say anything to you. I let you talk. Now it's my time to talk, right? Nah, don't do that. Don't load up, because what women hear is our tone. We could be 100% right in what we're saying, what the relationship or marriage needs. But if our tone is loud, harsh, aggressive, too assertive, for the woman you're supposed to be holding down now, right? That's your little flower. I know they're fully capable of holding their own. Lord knows my wife is from Inglewood, California, so she's not a baby up in this thing. But at the same time, I'm still supposed to be her protector. So, men, say how you feel almost on the spot. Now, some stuff we just need to let go, right? Some of that stuff, y'all know, we just moody, we just irritable, we just working too much. We hadn't had enough time to ourselves, and the next day we'd be like, you know what, she was asking for something legitimate. I do need to take her on a date. All right, so just be calm with that. All right, say it, don't let it mount up. And for ladies, here's what's interesting. The research shows that you all are actually more in tune with the dynamics of how good or bad the relationship is than we are. A lot of times we're caught up in providing, or we're caught up in making things happen, or we're tone deaf. We feel like if you're not saying that there's a problem, there's no problem. I mean, you might bring it up a little bit, but when I tell you how I feel and you drop it, I feel like you agree with me. I'm telling you not to do that. If there's a legitimate issue in your marriage or your relationship, bring it up to your husband. Bring it up to your partner. Let them know this is how I feel, So let me show you how to do this, because what I found is that when you're quiet, ladies, your husband knows there's a problem, but he doesn't know it's as big a problem as you're thinking in your head. Because here's the confusing part. Well, a lot of women will notice that you'll be unhappy, but you'll still be making love to us, still be cooking, still host family dinners, because you feel like that's being a good wife, a good mother. I'm not going to stop being a good wife, a good mother, because we're not responding, right? But that's confusing to us, because we feel like, how bad could it be if we're making love? Right, we're making love and we're laughing. The family came over, and then we realize that you're still unhappy with the amount of quality time that you're getting. Now, you're still unhappy about what happened 2 years ago. You're still unhappy about a certain situation. Let us know so that we understand the score and we can come back quickly versus thinking that the score is better than what it is. That right there is going to save your marriage. But let me give you this. It's 5 things I want you to do to bring up conflict successfully in your marriage or your relationship, because you need conflict in relationships so that neither one of you gets erased. So this is called good conflict. This is healthy confrontation. Confront the conflict. Turn towards it, all right? Don't shy away from it, but you have to do it in the right way so it can be received. Number 1, start soft. Don't start off loud. Loose lips, say it, sink ships. You see what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that. Start off soft. Start out calm. Say how you feel, right? All right, so start out soft, because if you keep it soft, you're setting the tone. I know as a man, we've never really ever been taught that as a man, that the manliest thing that you can do is actually keep the tone real low when you're talking about how you feel, because you're setting the atmosphere. You calming your wife down without saying calm down, which you know everyone hates. So start softly, and that looks something like, hey, babe, you know what? And talk about what they do well, too. All right, babe, you do a great job with take care of the children. The hair be on point. Our sons always have what they need for school. We take care of mom. House is always on point. You support me in my dreams. All right, just one thing I want to talk to you about, you know? All right, let's talk about this spending money thing, right? You see how I brought that up? I'm still direct. I'm still assertive, but I'm doing it in a soft way so that she doesn't get defensive. She doesn't feel attacked. And I've let her know that the relationship doesn't suck. This is just one thing. The budgeting or the spending or the investing, whatever it is, we need to be on the same page. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2, ask if the time is right. You know, we can have a legitimate point, and you can be right, but sometimes you just hit your husband or your wife up when the timing is wrong. You're trying to talk to him when he first come in after work. You're trying to wash the day off. You're trying to talk to your wife after she just got finished breastfeeding the baby. She's tired. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to bring it up. Ask and say, is this a good time? I need to talk to you about something. It's a good time. Most people will say, you know what? How important is it? I know most men will be like, is it urgent? Is something going on? Because if it's urgent, I always have time. You feel me? But if it's not time urgent, can I watch the game and we talk about it tonight? You said you be honorable in holding work. Can we talk about it in the morning? All right, now let me finish this project. Ask if the time is right. Number 3, say how you feel versus what you think. All right, man, this is called emotion coaching. And I know women need this too, because a lot of times I know women that just straight go off. You know, they want control in the relationship, but they can't control their mouth. That's true of us as men as well. We want our wives, girlfriend to respect us, but we say disrespectful things with our mouths when we're upset. You know, you have to control what goes in, you control what you taste, and you control your talk. You have to control what goes into your mind and also what comes out. What goes into your mouth and what comes out of your mouth. You have to control that. So say how you feel. And here's how it works. So you say, baby, you know what? Instead of saying, baby, I'm tired of you spending money. You need to reel it in. That sounds like I'm talking to her like she's a teenage girl. They're not going to like that. All right? Now, sometimes, you know, they might be like, you're right. I went too far. All right, but it's better if you say, hey, babe, I'm a little frustrated when we sat down and we talked about that we were going to invest in this company, and you know the buy-in is X amount of dollars. You know the buy-in is high. And I thought we said that we were both going to take our extra income and go buy these companies because it gives us a better return than the stock market. All right. And you went out and did X, Y, and Z. Makes me feel frustrated and a little anxious. And to be honest, a little betrayed that you went out and bought this when I thought that we had agreed that we were going for the big money. All right. Your wife doesn't want to make you feel frustrated, betrayed, or angry or anxious. You know, that's a lot more powerful than just straight saying, hey, you know, you're not a team player or whatever it is, this rant. Say how you feel. Your feelings are going to get you everywhere because your wife cares how you feel. Your husband cares how you feel, but doesn't really care necessarily what you think, right? Because we're equal, right? So I think we should spend. She thinks we should save. I think we should go out. She thinks we should stay home. I think we should take vacation. She thinks that we should stack that up and maybe get another vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Down payment. What's right or what's wrong is just a different opinion. So say how you feel, because when people feel you, that's when couples actually gravitate and come towards the middle. All right, just a quick caveat, right? Anytime you get log jam, just talk about what you agree on and kind of just put a pause on what you disagree on. They do that in negotiations. So let's start on what we agree on. We agree on this, this, and this. All right, cool. All right, but we don't agree on this. Let's just table that and come back to it. But we agree we're going to do this, this, and this. All right? Number 4, be brief. Be brief in your communication. Don't do these long speeches. All right? I mean, your husband or your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, has to repeat back what you're saying. They have to repeat it back and say, all right, let me get what you right. So what you're saying is you want me to reel in the spending so that we can really start building generational wealth by investing in these companies or investing in this new business. We talked about really getting aggressive and saving for the kids' college, or saving up for AAU volleyball or basketball or whatever, or taking care of, so putting some money aside so our parents going to senior living facilities, we don't have to go cheap. We can go top of the line on that, right? So just be brief and get to the point. When you're too long-winded, it feels like a lecture or it feels like a rant, and it can just kill everything you're saying. I would have y'all go get one of those Boggle, I think you remember that game Boggle or Pequacky or whatever it was. Those games that you need a little timer, just had a little timer, have your watch go off in 2-3 minutes so you can just get it out there. Good dialogue should be like ping pong or tennis, back and forth, versus one person giving the other person like a lecture. And then number 5, give the recipe for how to fix this. Say how to fix it. A lot of times we just rant like, yes, that's how I feel, so I'm sick. I'm sick of this. Tell me how to fix it. All right, listen. So, baby, if you could do what you want to do, but just tell me you disagree with the strategy. All right, so I can go do some on my own, or just tell me, you want to go at this at 25%. And I put in 75%. Give me a recipe for how to fix it. You see what I'm saying? And so it's like cooking. If we just tell people what we don't like and we don't tell them how to fix it, so you cook and say a little more salt, stir it a little bit more, add a little more cream, add a little more milk, I know my wife is laughing because I sure don't cook, y'all. I can cook, but I don't like to, y'all. I'm just going to be honest, all right? I'll do dishes all day, but I really low-key don't like doing those. If I can get out of that and get another chore. Anyway, I'm not going to digress. Get the recipe for how to fix it. If you say, hey, so babe, we need to take a date at least twice a month because you're working, and that helps me feel connected, and that makes our relationship stay strong. So if you could block off every Thursday, 9 o'clock, every Tuesday, every Friday, other Friday, whatever, I need some me time as a man. Men, I'm giving you permission, especially for those of you who are husbands and fathers, to take some me time, but schedule it. Say, look, I'm going to get my hair cut. After I get my hair cut, I'm gonna go do what I need to do for a couple of hours. Don't expect me home till about 2. All right, I need some time to myself. It's okay to say that. It's okay to say that, moms. And you have that mom guilt. It's okay to say that. We'd rather you be in a good mood when you come back to the crib and ready, right? Versus being irritable, tired, and going to sleep. So give the recipe. So I hope that helps, y'all. Y'all got it? Y'all got it? All right, so I hope this helps. I'm excited about giving y'all more tips when it comes to relationships, mental health, how to date. You're going to see a lot more from me. I'm going to do a lot more lives. Because I want to serve you all. You're going to see my wife. You're going to see my kids. We're going to get down. We're going to have a good time. So listen, for those of you that's not following me, just text Tartt, T-A-R-T-T, to 22828. Text Tartt to 22828, and you'll be added to my email list. And I'll send you out like dope resources, dope blogs, dope articles, dope events like our marriage retreats, certain events, online marital enrichment, classes for singles where we have single men and married men talk about, hey, this is what I needed when I was looking. This is how you find me. This is where we are. This is where the marriage-minded men hang out. That's called Ring Formula. Check that out. Just DM me, y'all. I'll let y'all know about all that. But just join the email list and you'll get it. All right, I'm Dr. Tartt. Take care. God bless. Don't avoid conflict, but bring it up the right way. Be well.